So in the past, we have worked to add two two-digit numbers together using a couple different methods. We have used our decompose and add method, where we break one of our numbers apart into the tens and the ones, and then we add that way. We have also used our arrow way, which helps us find the next 10 and then add the remaining ones. But now we are moving into a addition strategy that is going to prepare you a lot more for second grade and third grade and fourth grade addition, where before we were learning some strategies that kind of teach us how addition works. We know addition works because we know that when we have two numbers, we can take the 20 and add 10, or take the 4 and add 3. And since we have a better grasp of place value now, we know that in 24, our 2 is in the tens place. We know our 4 is in the ones place. And in 13, what is this place? The 1 would be the tens place, and the 3 would be the ones place. So we understand our place value a lot more, which is gonna allow us to understand our addition a lot more, and it's gonna allow us to also be a little quicker with our addition and become a little more fluent, and also learn a couple new and possibly easier strategies. Definitely quicker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through how to do a couple of these together. And I apologize if it gets a little shaky because I'm reaching around something to do this. So whenever we start with our addition, I'm going to scoot this back. Okay, there. This addition sentence is 24 plus 13. So we can go ahead and write that down. So if you have a paper, if you have a marker, and you're able to follow along, you can. Or if you don't, then you can just watch. And maybe when you have some time later, you can practice this strategy with a paper or marker. So I'm going to write this number sentence. 24 plus 13. And whenever I add, we know that we have to add our ones with our ones, and we have to add our tens with our tens. If I add 3 plus 2, that wouldn't be correct because I know this 2 here doesn't just represent 2, it represents 20. So let me draw this out as a quick 10 drawing first so that we can kind of visualize this. So I'm going to first draw my quick 10 drawing for 24. So I'm going to draw 2 tens. And then I will draw 4 ones. And then beside it, I'm going to draw my quick 10 for 13. So I have 1 10 and 3 ones. Okay. If I am going to try and figure out the answer to this problem, I'm not going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I know these here are my tens, and these are my ones, and it represents a different value. A 10 has a greater value than a 1. So let's count this out. First, I would count my tens. So I'm going to count 10, 20, 30. And I'm going to put my 3 in my tens place, and then I'll count my ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 37. And we can put this in a place value chart. We can see, and sometimes, oh, now what am I doing here? Looking at the 7. Sometimes having a place value chart can help us to make sure we put our numbers in the correct order. Because what if I had counted this out and I wanted to count my ones first, which you can do. So I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I counted my tens. And I said I have 3 tens. I have to make sure that the number that I write in my answer represents the value of what I just counted. So if I put my 7 here and then put the 3 behind it, the 7 would be the tens place. I don't have 7 tens, right? So we have to make sure that we have our place value in the correct order. So I'm going to stop this here and I'll continue in a second video.